Mother. Oh, yeah. The mother. Here's the mother of a gang member. This is the mindset. A little tag for Thursday here. I did Tuesday, I think. Tuesday was very African heavy. So I didn't really get to a lot of it today. But we'll finish up with a couple of Thursday stories. Mother of a gang member says he's a good boy. This is the problem. Mothers are raising these that act like that they are. There's no discipline. Any male influence in their lives are just as big a piece of shit as they are. They're too. What, an uncle, my cousin? There's no figures. And the mothers are useless to discipline these. So they end up committing horrific crimes. And then the cherry on top is that the mothers won't even admit that their kids are good and that you've done a terrible job of raising them. They are a danger to society. No, they're all good boys. Let's check it out.
I know I can help him do better. Just keep him to me.
The mother of 16-year-old Cody Dogget told the judge she could keep him out of trouble if he were released and that he's a good student at Jones High.
I just let him go out one day. He don't even really go out the door. He just went out this one day. And things happen.
That happened outside Sister Soul Food in Paramore at about 1 o'clock on a Sunday back in February, a time when the restaurant was busy with the after-church crowd. Orlando police have said there was a fight and that multiple people started. The arrest report for Dogget says investigators identified him using surveillance video from nearby businesses. He allegedly told them that he ran at first when he heard, but then came back with a gun that he said he found and started the gun himself. One of those shots allegedly hit a 15-year-old boy in the head. He needed brain surgery, but he did survive.
Cody is a good kid. He just at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I know my son is like fear of this. He's going through it.
But the prosecutor pointed out that Dogget came back to the restaurant to fire those shots and that he fired 4 times. The state arguing he's a danger to the public, and the judge agreed.
Some other kid gets shot in the head by this guy who ran away, came back with a gun, and started and hit some poor rando kid in the head. And the mother goes, he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. She's not even talking about the kid that got shot. She's talking about her son. Her son was in the wrong place at the wrong time with a gun that he found. He just found it. I ran away from the and then I found a gun. They're always running from the show. Let me get away like everyone else is scared and I'm going to run. They're running for their gun. They have a gun stashed in their car or a bag or whatever, or they just run away from and then they pull the gun out that they have on them and they come back. But these mothers, that's what it is. This is what the mothers do. This is that guy, just lock him away forever. Throw him off a cliff. That kid will never be anything but a burden and a danger to the public. There's nothing that anything could change that. He's not going to learn. He's not going to grow up and see the ills of his behavior, and he's a problem. The mother made him a problem. Her mother made her a problem. It's just generational burden on this country. Oh, my God. I'm watching Better Call Saul again. I really didn't catch a lot of episodes. It's great. It's just great. They did such a good job of it being a prequel and a sequel of Breaking Bad. And Saul was such a good character in Breaking Bad, and it's even better, like really digging into what this guy was and is and stuff. It's a good show. Good show. Good show. But it reminds me of these lawyers, like, because he's just a piece of shit. Jimmy McGill. We do have some PSAs. Back in the old days, they used to put on these commercials. This, I guess, was when a TV station had to serve in the best interest of the community. That was part of their licensing. They had to devote a certain amount of time to helping the community. Television time is very lucrative. It's you sell commercials, a 1 minute or a 30-second spot, and the product that is being put in there, they pay you money. So to have to forfeit or sacrifice any time for the greater good of the community, I'm certain they didn't like that. And they somehow got out of doing it. I don't know when it happened. I'm going to research that. I'm going to do a little research with Grok or something and see what happened to the public service announcement, the serving the good of the community when it comes to television stations. It doesn't seem like they have to do it anymore. You don't see the editorials. You used to see like someone from, hey, I'm Lou from Massapequa, and I'm talking about the new parking lot they're building. It's going to upset the access to the beach. And they used to just do that. They'd hold these little meetings on television. And then there was the PSA, the public service announcement. The station would donate time for these announcements, these commercials that were in the public interest. Don't drive drunk. Don't litter. Don't light forest fires. There was just a shove them. And those are gone too. You really don't see those anymore. I don't know if it became something where broadcast television felt that they were being out by cable channels. Like A&E was never obligated to play public service announcements. They're cable. They're on a pay service. But over-the-air broadcasts had to do that. So here's one. Speaking of drunks and drinking, like John, here's an old Dewey PSA, and these were kind of scary. But this one definitely reminded me of a drive with dear old Dad. Watch this.
You are about to be taken for a ride by a drunken driver. Why?
Could you pause it for just a second here? Because I got to point out, this is the worst drunk driver ever. I think he's drunk and blind. He was a blind guy. He went in and then he's like, I'm going to drive. Because this is really bad. He couldn't even pull away without almost hitting the person. Every inch he travels is skidding and horns honking. And so, a little over the top. And the fact that it's daytime. Where was he? The strip club? Because I know sometimes us HVAC guys get together with the electricians on a Friday. And you go, hey, let's wrap it up and go down to the strip club. And you'd come out of there a little buzzed and the sun had hit you. You feel like Nosferatu. All right, let's see if he makes it home.
Drunks are involved in nearly 50% of all traffic deaths, even though they're less than 4% of all the drivers on the road. Why aren't their licenses taken away before they kill them? We don't know. But maybe the adoption of the national highway safety standards or a safety program at the state level can help. If you don't think enough is being done, you, as a citizen, better do something about it. After all, your life may be riding on it.
Oh, shit. The train crossing. Good one. They were always scary. They'd come on kind of late at night. Even though the TV stations had to play them, they weren't going to play them in prime time. They're not sacrificing the money that they're making for commercials on the Carol Burnett show or Mary Tyler Moore or something like that. They'd play this, after midnight, maybe before or after the news. wee hours of the morning. And there was just some vibe about them, the black and white. And believe me, they looked like that when they first ran. The TV, like watching it, the static and the dust and the grittiness of the film, they looked just like that. I don't think this was aged in any way. So they gave off kind of a vibe. Here is one, Stranger Danger. This one I think might have been from the late 70s, early 80s. Always telling kids, look out. The white guy, the mustache, bald, the suit and tie. He's just coming home from the office and figures he'd stop off for a little child. So those are scary, too, as a kid, because now you're just walking around thinking that you're going to get abducted by some... So everything, this was like a type of hypochondria for a child. I don't know if they realized how much damage they were doing to children with these PSAs trying to keep them safe. Because I would watch them and then obsess and get anxiety thinking it was going to happen to me. Oh, this is going to happen. So here's another one. This is take your keys out of your car. What are you doing leaving the keys in the car when a child is with you? Now, this case did happen to old Anthony. And we will talk about that after this clip. I'm sure a lot of kids had their parents do this. This was common practice when I was growing up. Nothing wrong with doing this. Let's watch. Miserable mother. Ineffective car seat.
Children are curious about what makes things go. He thinks he knows how to drive the car now.
John Denver has that child.
She left the keys in the car and the engine running.
That's Mom. Later for you, b****. Oh,
always
shit.
Take your keys out of the car.
Yeah, that was such commonplace. It wasn't even looked at as something. They had to make a commercial, a PSA about it. That's how routine getting out of the car with it running with your kids in the car. And she was just going to the mailbox right next to the car. Nah, my mom would go into a store. The car would be running. We'd look at the store and she's looking at a dress and going through the hangers. Oh, this looks good. And we're just in a car, in a running car. So one time I was over Grandma's house. My mom had to get something from Grandma's house. So she pulled in the driveway, which had a bit of a grade up to the house. And she went inside, and I slid over and put the car in neutral. Put it in neutral. And it just started rolling back onto the road. And lo and behold, this was it wasn't a quiet residential road, but it wasn't a main street. It was kind of a road that connected two main roads. So it was used by people to get from one main road to another. It did have some traffic on it, but today, for some reason, there was a truck hauling a Caterpillar bulldozer. Not kidding. It looked, to me, giant. And because it was. And there I am rolling backwards. Here comes the truck with the Caterpillar. I didn't know brakes. So even if I did, the car wasn't running. So there was no power brakes because the car wasn't running. I wouldn't have been able to stop that thing. An adult could barely stop a car without power brakes. And it went and the guy stopped. The guy in the truck stopped. And the car went across the street and hit the curb on the other side. It wasn't going very fast, so it just stopped there. And my mother just running out. Oh, what happened? What? It's all right. Everything's all right. So, this was a thing that happened. Just happened all the time. We lived this life where your parent would leave you in a giant vehicle, weighs tons. It's a death machine. And they just be like, yeah, I don't care. Hang out. Fun. Good times. Good times.